This is a great thing you can do. There you go. Bail throw, add a little Hikkomi Gaeshi.
You can kind of
So we're going to do Tawara Gaeshi again, okay, the bail throw, the bail, reverse direction throw. And it's going to look very much like a Hikkomi Gaeshi. You'll see that with a foot up between the middle. Always remember, you want to sell it to the referee, okay? So if in case of the Judo or Sambo situation, or submission grappling, make sure that you keep rolling. If you're the guy throwing, so if you're Derek throwing Mike, and Mike's coming in for a double leg, Derek wants to sell by keeping rolling. It's always a good idea to yell "sa," "kiai," because a lot of times you can buy a point by just fooling the ref by yelling "sa" when you do it. So it might be helpful to you too. Just sell it like a pro wrestler sells a move in the ring, well, we can sell it too. Just the same kind of thing. But what's going to happen here is Mike's going to come in and the double leg. Derek's going to grab over the top, like we've been doing. But in this case, when he steps in, he's going to put one foot up, and he's going to lift it. And he's going to help lift Mike over in a Hikkomi Gaeshi type thing, okay? He doesn't have room to do Tomoe-nagi, but he certainly has room to do this. And his foot up in the air also helps sell it to the referee because it's quite clear that Derek is now attempting a counter move and not just falling on his back. So we want to take a look at this. So go ahead and do one.
toward that end, guys, this leg that was sticking out right there, step in as much as you can and then go straight down.
That's a great point because now that's kind of your base leg. So when Mike does come in and drop in, foot in, and it is very much a Hikkomi Gaeshi, isn't it? Okay, let's do the back view. So watch how he comes in. We'll keep turning around. So yeah, I want to show the back view. So keep your back view in there. Okay. So watch. Yeah, there you go. Comes in. See how he helped lift with the leg? That's really an important part. So not only are you using the momentum of him coming forward, it's a momentum type throw because you're rolling backward, holding on to him, but now you're helping lift him with the foot. And you're just putting it in there and it may not really have a whole lot of effect, but then it may. Because one thing it will show effect is that you are attempting a counter. So tactically, it's a good idea to do.
And you're hauling his upper part back this way anyways. So once you get that going, it's just kind of like you assist with the leg and the rest of the club.
Now, sometimes you will fall directly on your back, but I generally prefer, as you see Derek doing here, he's rolling more over his shoulder and back, more of a, like a shoulder roll, backward roll, as opposed to flat back somersault type roll.
The problem with that flat back part again too is that you can tend to go over the back of your head and crack your neck down. So coming over one of the shoulders takes your head out of the picture.
And it also keeps you from going flat on your back and getting slammed. Like he could be shooting a nice Marote Gari double leg or double leg type throw. And if Derek doesn't control the roll, he will end up flat on his back and Mike will end up with the throw. So let's look at that again. Come in again, Mike. Watch how he comes over an ankle. See how he does that? So that is important, I think. And a lot of people in doing Tawara Gaeshi, they don't go, that's one of those little small things that make big things happen, and you're not falling directly onto your back. If you fall directly onto your back, it could still work, don't get me wrong, but it lessens the chances of you being scored against if you roll a little over your side or your shoulder. Yeah, question?
Does it really matter which leg you elevate with as long as it's on the same side as his head?
Yeah, it does. Come on in, Mike, and show this. So if Mike's head is over here, okay, Derek wants to throw over this flank here. So to do that, this is going to be his base leg, okay? So go ahead and lift it. And he lifts with the other leg to help lift him over. So yes, it does matter. Yeah, that's a great question. Good.
Lead leg is always the flipping leg because the back leg, number one, your front leg won't be your base anymore. It's in front of you when you're going that way, okay? Secondly, you need to go straight down. If you use your front leg as your base leg, you go backwards by definition, right? I'm right here, I try and sit down, and I just went backwards, okay? Third, this leg is almost always out of the angle of the shot or the lens.
Okay, that was,
Yeah. Are you an engineer? That's a great question. That's really a good question.
I'm a physics teacher.
That makes sense, okay? It's logical stuff. But that's exactly what we've got going there. Show that again one more time. So when he does come in and shoot, face, right over. To me, that and the Uki Waza style that we did previously, those are very good Tawara Gaeshi counter throws. There's another way we're going to show a bit later. But these, I think, have the highest ratio of success, rate of success for the guy doing them here, because it looks very obvious who's throwing who now. It's a tactical thing. We've got to make sure we sell it to the referee. Cannot stress that enough.
Because it has the element of having to bring your back leg into base, so you're wanting to have that step, you have to either, it's a bad shot or you kind of hip check him a little bit, give yourself some time to step in and go.
Yeah.
If he hits you too fast and you think you're going over, you just go right into the Uki Waza version. Because at that point, moving your leg forward is just going to make the double easier. So if you have any idea in your head that this is going like way too quickly and you can't counter fast enough, just go right into the Uki Waza version.
Show that what you mean.
Okay, so if he comes in super fast, there I go. Okay.
See how he rolled over his left shoulder or back to the side
Yeah.
here? He didn't go on his back. Do that again, because if he caught you unaware, and that Uki Waza version, you notice he shot his leg out. Like Sandy pointed out, he split that leg. If a guy is really a good wrestler or has a great double leg of Rotegare and knows how to penetrate, do the penetration or lunge step, the Uki Waza style is very, very good, because your foot's on the outside of it. See, show that again. So the Uki Waza style. Here we go. There's a comparison. See that? Yeah. Now, if he doesn't have such a deep penetration step, okay, and a lot of guys don't, he's just shooting a double at you. This is a great thing you can do. There you go. Bail throw, add a little Hikkomi Gaeshi.
You can kind of see there's a break in the action on the second one.
You want to show that stop, that little break there, because the judges are looking at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I prefer to do it the second way, if I can. But I don't always get that option. Sometimes a guy's shot is just like amazing. You're like, holy crap, he got me. But if you have the opportunity to, trying to sprawl back or at least hit checking him so that you get that momentary pause, and that gives you the time to get your foot in. And once that foot's in and your base, it's just straight down and back over.
Yeah, so I guess my question is there really any technical advantage to using the Hikkomi Gaeshi, or is it just that the referee can see, oh, that's a throw?
Yeah, it's more tactical.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be technical. Play with it, see what you think. See what you think, David, because you might get a lift out of there.
Yeah.
You really might,
Yeah, I see the lift, but I also see that, hey, I stopped the action, and I had that momentum before.
Right. It's more tactical, but at the same time, when you play around with it, you'll see it's a pretty good lift too, I think. So to answer your question, a little bit of both there.
It's kind of, are you going to do Haragoshi or Uchimata? I mean, they both have their tactical advantages, and it really depends on which one you like more and what the situation is.
Yeah, this is a good one, this Hikkomi Gaeshi type. We'll go one more time, I'm sorry. Just so you see, guys. That's it. Right over. You can see there was some lift down there, wasn't there? So,
Oh, yeah, I definitely see the lift.
Yeah, it gets a little bit more of a bump.
okay, let's give it a try.